So this one is pop quiz 3, which is related to space physics questions. In the first question, the first multiple choice question, the diagram represent the position of the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon at different times of the moon cycle. Which diagram represent the position of a moon when a full moon is seen from the Earth? So if you want to see a full moon, it should reflect the maximum amount of the light from the sun. So when maximum amount of the light is reflected from the sun, we'll see a full moon. So which position will observe a full moon? So at position A, we'll observe a full moon. But here what will happen? Smaller proportion of a light is reflected, smaller proportion. And this, if the same question was there, that there is like a new moon is there. So this is the position of a new moon. Like position C is for new moon, and for full moon, it should be on the other side of Earth should be there in the center, and the moon should be there on the other side, so we can see the maximum like size of a moon. That's why A is the right answer. Is it clear this one?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. So phases of the moon is important, like position of the moon, different position of a moon, we see different phase of the moon. So for a new moon, the moon should be there on between the sun and the earth, and for full moon, it should be opposite side. Which row correctly describe the nature of the Mars and the nature of Saturn? So first like we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These are known as the rocky planets. Then after, we have a gaseous planets. So what is Mars is there? So Mars will be rocky. And what is Saturn? Saturn will be a gaseous giant. That's why option C is the right answer. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. These all planets are the gaseous planets. In question 3, which type of force keeps the planet orbit around the sun? So it's always electrostatic force is the force which exists between the charges. Frictional force when two surfaces are in contact with each other. Like when two surfaces are touching each other, they will have a frictional force. Gravitational force, when two objects are there, they have mass. So they will have a gravitational force. Like M1 and M2 have a mass. So they will apply force on each other, which is always attractive. So the gravitational force is the one which exists. And a magnetic force exists between the magnetic objects, magnetic material. In fourth question, which distance is the largest? So when we compare the distances here, diameter of a Neptune, diameter of a sun. So this is like distance between the sun and the earth. So definitely, because look, size of a Neptune, then they're saying size of the sun, which will be much. Then the distance between the earth and the sun, which is about 1 astronomical unit. But the distance between the sun and the next nearest star, which is a Proxima Centauri, this Proxima Centauri is the closest star to sun, which is about 4.3 light year away. So which is have the largest distance? D is the largest distance. Is it clear? Like how they classify, like example, this is our sun. Then we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune is there. So size of a Neptune, the first option is like example, if this is representing a Neptune, Neptune will be smaller than sun. So this is the first option. Diameter of a sun, this is a second option. Then the distance between the earth and the sun, which is 1 astronomical unit. Mercury, Venus, Earth, So that distance, and then the nearest star is about 4.3 light years away, which is Proxima Centauri. So which is the largest distance? So largest distance is the nearest star, because it is in light year. In question 5, complete the sentences about the objects in our solar system: planets, minor planets, and dash. So planets, minor planets, and what else is there? Because we have to complete the sentences about the objects in our solar system. So planets, minor planets, and gaseous giants you can also mention. You can also mention comets. You can also mention asteroids. You can mention comet. They orbit the sun. An object that have the object that orbit the planet, what we call them as moon. Compare the structure and the size of a four inner planet with those outer planets. So for inner planets, they are basically rocky, and outer planets are gaseous. And inner planets, they are smaller in size, and outer planets, they are larger in size. So you can mention rocky and small. And gaseous and large. In question 6, state the name of two main elements that are found. So sun contain helium, hydrogen and helium. These are the two main elements for a nuclear fusion to happen. The sun is one of the many billion stars that makes up our galaxy. Complete the following sentence about our galaxy. So our galaxy is named as what we call our galaxy. So our galaxy is known as the Milky Way. And the distance of the Mars from the sun and the speed of a light, calculate the time taken for a light to reach the Mars, from sun to Mars. So example, if this is representing a sun and we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars is there, the distance is given 2.4 into 10 to the power 11. The distance from a Mars to the sun. And the light speed, the speed at which the light travel, if a light is emitted from the surface, we consider, and it is traveling at 300 million meter per second or 3 exponent 8 meter per second. We want to calculate the time. So how to calculate a time? So speed is distance divided by time. So if we need the time, so time will be distance divided by speed. The distance travel is 2.4 into 10 to the power 11. And the speed at which it is moving, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So when we divide 2.4 exponent 11 divided by 3 exponent 8, we'll get the time, which is about 800 seconds. So 800 second is the time taken by light to travel from sun to the Mars. Is it a clear discussion? So this was a pop quiz 3 of physics.